If you don't wake up, you win.
There you go. But will his comments will help ABC, but will come back to haunt him in the courtroom.
Right now, joining us is the Executive Director of Behavioral Associates in New York, Dr. Robert Reiner, who suddenly is in Mr. Murphy's chair. That was smooth.
Very good.
All right, so in watching Robert Blake with Barbara Walters last night, you got to figure, okay, he wants to get his point out, but can't he do more damage than good?
It depends what perspective you're taking. I'm sure his lawyers are very upset with what he's doing. He seems to feel that he has something to gain by doing this. I'll tell you something, his reputation it was at rock bottom before he did this. So he felt he had to do something.
Why wasn't a lawyer by his side?
His lawyers refused to go up there. You know, two of his lawyers resigned. One of his lawyers, the last lawyer said that, you know, I'm going to resign also. Ultimately, he didn't, but none of the lawyers wanted him to go up there.
Yeah. You know, the evidence against Robert Blake is kind of pretty convincing, but though he's not gone to trial. Obviously, he's innocent until proven guilty. But he's on the TV, just as sincere as possible, looking into that camera saying, I did not kill my wife.
Sure, I mean, he's a professional actor. What do you expect him to say?
Talk a little bit about his personality traits, because that is what you are an expert at.
Now, it's hard to say. I think there are more questions than answers as a result of last night. He was pretty animated.
What kind of questions?
Well, how much of it was premeditated? He clearly was not looking stable at various points. But I will tell you one thing that I noticed, and every experienced mental health professional will know what I'm talking about when I talk about this. Most of the time we see people in outpatient therapy who have normal neurotic problems. And you know, we're used to dealing with this. And every once in a while, somebody enters your room, and as they tell the story, a different feeling emerges over the room, and you realize you've got a psychosis.
And when you were watching last night, you thought you were watching a psychotic guy?
Well, no, not necessarily. Let me just finish. There's a certain feeling that enters a room. It's like mental illness is in the room.
You didn't get that when you walked into here. Is that what you're getting at?
I'll talk about that later.
Okay, good.
Last night, towards the end of the interview, I caught that look in Barbara Walters' face. And she's a pro, and she hit it, but I saw a little bit of it. That she felt that somebody really disturbed.
He's not altogether here.
Well, did you see him reassuring her, you think I did it too? You think I'm a monster too, Barbara? She became a mother. She goes, I didn't say I think you were a monster. Calm down, Robert.
Yeah, she did become a mother. I agree with you about that. I don't know how much he was acting. You know, no actor, no matter how far down he's come, has ever lost awareness of how he's coming across on the camera.
You know, Robert Blake is a child actor. He's extremely intelligent. He almost has a genius IQ. Has he never really been in touch with reality because he's been an actor for so long?
I don't think you can make that statement.
Take it back, Lauren.
All right, I didn't make it.
Strike it from the record.
Right.
I mean, would you say that about any actor who was a childhood actor?
But is he an actor?
Rick Schroeder might be in the green room. Easy.
But is he an actor who could be so convincing he could actually fool himself?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Good enough.
Clearly, his childhood, if you believe what he's talking about, was very dysfunctional. The idea of his mother trying to abort him, his father tying him in a closet, and the woman he was married to had severe psychiatric problems.
For a while, his bird was his best friend.
All right, Robert Reiner, we thank you very much for joining us today.
Okay.
Thank you.